Hi, I'm Miss Linda from the Arcadia Public Library, and welcome to Funology. This is a program where we will show you how to make a fun project using materials you can find at home. This week is all about games. I'll show you how to play a couple of well-known games and then give you some ideas on creating your own board game. Here are the supplies. I hope you have picked up a kit from the library this week, but even if you have not, you might have or can make suitable substitutions at home. In the kit are a sheet of Tangram pieces, a sheet of Tetras pieces, a double-sided paper that shows Tangram puzzles on one side and a Tetras board on the other, a blank piece of cardstock, a sheet with a divided circle, a paper clip, and a fastener. You'll also need scissors, a pen or a marker, some pieces that you can use for board game pieces like buttons or eraser. In my case, I'm using some extra paper clips, and maybe something to color with. These kits are funded by a grant from the California State Library, so please fill out the survey attached to your Funology kit and return it to the Arcadia Public Library. Or you can fill out the digital survey, which I will link to in the description. For the Tangrams, you need the sheet of Tangram pieces, the sheet of Tangram puzzles, and scissors. Cut out the Tangram pieces. You'll get 5 triangles, a square, and a rhombus. These individual pieces are called tans. This sheet here shows some Tangram puzzles. The large one here is to get you started. You can directly place your pieces on top to form the shape of a house. You can then move on to these smaller pieces, which shows you how to put your pieces to make a butterfly and a fish. Then, it is up to you. There are thousands of possibilities out there, so try rearranging your tans to see what other shapes you can make. By the way, can you rearrange it back to the original square shape it came in? Original square shape it came in? Tetras originated as a computer game, but today we're going to show you how to make an unplugged version. Cut out the pieces according to the colors. You will have 7 different shapes. These individual pieces are called tetrominoes. Shuffle the tetrominoes and place them into a stack. One at a time, take the topmost piece and arrange it on the board so that no pieces overlap, trying your best to not leave any blank spaces. In the computer game, for the Tetras play continuously you need until your board fills up. But with this analog version, the game ends when you can no longer add pieces to your board. If you want to keep score, you can count the number of pieces you have left, and whoever gets the lowest number wins. To make your own board game, you need the blank sheet of cardstock, the sheet with the divided circle, the paper clip, the fastener, scissors, a pen or marker, and your makeshift game pieces. You might also need something to color with. For a very simple board game, you can add numbers to each section of your circle. To make your spinner, poke a hole in the center with the help of your pen or marker. Once you have a hole, place the paper clip on top and secure it with the fastener. Leave it a little loose so that the paper clip can spin easily. For the board game, draw a path any way that you want and divide the path into spaces, taking into consideration the size of your playing pieces. Be sure to mark a start and an end. Then, you take turns spinning and move that number of spaces. Whoever reaches the end first wins. To make your board game a little more complex, you can add instructions into some or all of your squares, like collect like a chicken, go forward 3 spaces, go back 10 spaces. Here is another game that I made that was inspired by Candyland. Instead of using numbers, I colored in each section of the circle and then colored in the spaces on the board. Everyone starts at the beginning, and then they move to this first space that corresponds to the color that their spinner lands on. So I've shown you boards that have instructions on them, but you can also put them on your spinner. Try to put a combination of options that players would want to land on, like jump 5 spaces, and ones that are less desirable, like go back to the start. These unplugged games are great to take along on a road trip, or just to have some old-fashioned analog fun. I hope you enjoyed learning about games today and that you're excited to design more board games. I will want to remind you that these kits are funded by a grant from the California State Library, so please fill out the survey and return it to the Arcadia Public Library, or you can simply fill out the survey online. This is our last Funology kit for the summer, so I hope you have learned some new things and stretched your creative muscles. Thank you for watching Funology.